Keith's family was camping in the countryside when a pickup truck slowly drove up. The truck stopped right in front of their RV. Two strangers got out and started looking around their camper. They were searching for their cousin, but Keith hadn't seen anyone. To get rid of them quickly, Keith told them the truth. His family was just passing through and hadn't seen anyone else. But surprisingly, the two men didn't leave after hearing this. Instead, they became more convinced that cousin was nearby. They had seen their cousin's car flipped over in a ditch on their way here. Keith had no idea about any of this. Worried they might cause trouble for his family, Keith signaled his son Jeffrey to bring them some food. This was meant as a friendly gesture. Just then, Keith's daughter came back from her walk. When the two men saw her, their eyes immediately turned evil. They looked her up and down with malicious intent. Seeing this, Keith quickly told his daughter to get back in the RV. But the two men weren't done yet. They said they needed to search inside the RV to see if the cousin was hiding there. Keith was no longer polite with them. He shouted for them to leave immediately and threatened to call the police right away. Seeing that Keith was serious, the two men wisely got back in their pickup truck. They quickly drove away from the scene. Keith's family finally breathed a sigh of relief. For safety, Keith's family quickly packed up their things. They drove off to find another camping spot, but unexpectedly, they saw that familiar pickup truck again. It was blocking their path ahead. In this situation, Keith could only pretend to stay calm. He pulled over to see what these guys wanted. Soon someone was knocking on their car window. Keith quickly rolled down the window and pretended to greet them friendly. Vern immediately said his car had broken down and hoped they could help. His wife panicked when she heard this. She grabbed her husband's hand and urged him to leave quickly. Seeing Keith's family's concern, Vern suggested letting Billy ride in their RV to the nearby town for help. He would stay behind to watch the car and wait for them to return. Keith thought this was acceptable. After all, there was only Billy alone in the RV. Even if something happened, his family wouldn't need to be afraid, since they had some distance to travel. Billy invited Jeffrey to play word games. Everything seemed normal at first, but when Billy grabbed the notebook from Jeffrey's hands, he found the handwriting very familiar. It looked exactly like his cousin's handwriting that he'd been searching for. Just as Billy was puzzled, Jeffrey stood up from his seat. At this moment, Billy had no idea that he was actually the one in danger.